Leaked images show us the possible final design of the Samsung Galaxy S9. OnePlus 5T exceeds sales expectations, but brings up some bad news when it comes to software. And we hear that the BlackBerry Key One sequel might surprise everyone with the spec sheet. I'm Jaime Rivera, packing like crazy. This video is definitely going to be late. I have to travel, and I will see you tomorrow from studio number 2. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today have to do with deals for Black Friday at the Google Play Store. If you're in the market for movies, rentals, there are some titles that are 99 cents, rentals that are as much as 50% off, and then we have a ton of deals for applications. List this long, you can learn more in the description. Now let's move the spotlight over to bad news about Google, as we just learned that the company has been tracking our Android phones forever until now that it got caught. It's been tracking cell ID information even without your consent, meaning even when you said, "No, Google, I don't want to provide my location," the phone was still tracking your cell ID information. So it does know where you are even when you told it not to. That is really creepy. We're not exactly sure what Google plans to do about this. We'll keep you posted. Now let's talk about the BlackBerry Key One and its sequel, as the main complaint about the Key One was not necessarily the specs, but the fact that it only had 3 GB of RAM. Not that I had anything to complain about, but obviously we Android fans are spec heads. We want the latest and greatest hardware. It turns out that there are some leaked benchmarks that show us 6 GB of RAM for the next generation Key One. I can't wait to see what the processor is going to be, and I do hope that they stick to the Snapdragon 6 lineup for the insane battery life that we get. And yes, I do have a BlackBerry Motion right there. That review is coming up soon. Now let's talk about the OnePlus 5T, as the company has just tweeted that the phone pretty much broke records, sales records, in the first 6 hours of its history, meaning it sold a lot more phones than it was expecting. That's great. The bad news is that one thing it didn't tweet is that it's not going to join Project Treble. For those of you that don't remember what it is, Treble is what allows OEMs to be able to update your phone quicker. It will require less hurdles and less cost for that to be done, but it seems that Oxygen OS is a little more complicated. Now, bear in mind, Project Treble is for every phone launching with Oreo, and this phone didn't launch with Oreo, so it's not like if I can say OnePlus, you didn't do this right, but yeah. And finally, the hot news today, very early, have to do with leaks of the Samsung Galaxy S9. We saw some leaks earlier of a vertical camera with a fingerprint scanner at the bottom, and we heard that that was going to be the Note 8. But it turns out that apparently this was the design for the Galaxy S9, and you know that case leaks are rarely ever wrong. So we could set these in stone. We noticed that the fingerprint scanner is now a place where humans can reach it, thank you. And I love the vertical dual camera design. Hopefully this is the Galaxy S9 in the end, but it leads me to the question today. What do you think? Do you like the fact that it changes completely in the back, but then the front looks pretty much similar to what we have? Because in my case, I like it just like that. I really don't want the Galaxies to change their front. I love the way it is. Even with the whole iPhone 8 design, I don't care. Sorry, iPhone 10. But leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel by hitting this button up here. You can watch yesterday's Pocketnow Daily up here and our final review of the OnePlus 5T down here. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at some point.